unlike the how much kids get at schools, I think we're a little off on that. But on the credits, I'm going to agree with some of him on that. There are some tax credits that are really good. I think the coal plant, that brings in a lot of jobs. I think those credits are an example of some pretty good tax credits. There are some examples of some really bad ones. Oklahoma City Thunder is still receiving several $1 million a year. I understand bringing them in. That's awesome. I love the Thunder as much as anyone else. I think they're business. I think they're fine without that money. If you look at some of the other tax credits with Dell, with Coca-Cola, you're talking about millions and millions of dollars that we keep giving for people that we wanted to bring in, and then we just don't, because of lobbyists, because of how politics work, we don't release those tax credits. I would look at each tax credit individually, and ones that bring in a lot of jobs, like AES, I think some of those tax credits are very good. I think some need to be taken away. When you look at oil, about how we don't tax them as much the first few years, guys, that's smoke and mirrors. That we have an awesome natural resource, and we're giving it away. And we need to think about that in Oklahoma, because it's not always going to be here. And when you have something valuable and you're not making money out of it, to me, that's not very smart. And so there are some tax credits that we need to look into. Like I said, I mentioned the Thunder, Coca-Cola, Dell, and some other things that we brought in. You know, being the mayor of Heavener, one thing we did at CV's is give them land. We gave them 1 acre to come in, gave it to them for free so they could come in and build a CV's. That was a tax credit. That's what we did. We gave them that land. And we don't continue to give them anything. They're business. They're here. So yes, there are some tax credits I like AES, that we give with the coal. It brings in lots of jobs. There are some tax credits that I will fight to remove, to take away. When you look at some stuff with wind, I think we've really got to look into wind. We've given them some huge incentives. They're supposed to last 5 to 10 years. 16 years later, some of these are still on them. And with oil, we need to look again. You've got to be careful, and you can't have a free ride with oil, but you've got to look at some of those credits and make sure we're getting a fair share from them.